Pisces, welcome to your June 2017 general focus reading, tarot reading that is. It's Rena here. I have done some love readings for June for your sign, so just check out my channel and you can see what I got there. You can check out my playlist. I think I have updated it, but even if you don't see it there, it's somewhere on my channel. So this is going to be whatever it is. It's going to be whatever topic turns up, and I'm going to try to apply it to everything. And what else do I want to say? I think that's about it. Self-explanatory. Oh, well, I was going to say that if you're looking for something personal, you can check my website out. It's RenaMoonAstrology.com. I have a link below. But in a lot of my readings, I use the natal chart, which is quite different than this. I do the tarot in some of them as well. But that you know, with personal readings, I really feel that it's best to incorporate your natal chart whenever possible. Whoa, that's pretty nice. You're the second sign that got the Five of Cups as the outcome, so I'm picking another card. Wow, that's good. And you know, there's certain cards where I will pick an additional card if it's an outcome card because of what it represents. And not that there's anything terrible about the Five of Cups, but it tends to talk about maybe emotional purging. And I always like to get something that clarifies that a bit. But speaking of emotional purging, the overall theme is the Death card. So this is a card of transition. Whether this is talking about the end of a job, maybe you're retiring, maybe you have just gotten divorced, or if you haven't legally done anything, you finally realize that your relationship is kaput. This is one of those cards. This is connected to Scorpio, by the way, so this might be a Scorpio person that you're dealing with. But this is one of those cards that really talks about irrevocable endings. You can't put the genie back in the bottle type of deals. And a lot of people fear that because they think that it means something terrible. But it doesn't, because whenever there's an ending, there's also a beginning. And what I was just thinking too was I was thinking about what house Scorpio rules. It's the 8th house. What is your 8th house? Pisces. Your 8th house is Libra. And so because of this, in June, Jupiter is going direct in that 8th house. So this could actually be about an estate of somebody who has passed. I personally think that this would be somebody that you already know and that you've been dealing with. An estate that may have stalled. Maybe there was some kind of research or legal motions that have been going on over the last few months when Jupiter has been retrograde. On June 9th, the same day as the full moon in Sagittarius, which happens to be your 10th house of career, you're going to have the Jupiter going direct in the 8th house of inheritances, you know, other people's money, So it could be even be a spouse's, money, but I'm seeing the death card, so I'm thinking of that. So, but it's benefiting from the dead in some way. Jupiter can bring money, just like Venus. And so in the past we have, unless it's with some kind of deepening of a relationship, that's always possible too. In the past we have the Nine of Cups. This is the card of wish fulfillment. So again, with this Cups water energy, this could be somebody of a water sign, like a Scorpio person, who you're dealing with, who you're maybe in love with. Maybe you're just having a good time with this person. Maybe this is some other area that just in general you've been having a lot of good fortune and you've been really enjoying yourself. And whatever is going on, it's been positive, but possibly indulgent. Sometimes it's like eat, drink, and be merry, but it like goes overboard. The number 9 is connected to Jupiter in that sense. It's funny. Here we go. Here's Jupiter, even though this is the number 10 in the major arcana. But the 9th house in astrology is Sagittarius's house, and that is Jupiter, ruled by Jupiter. And here's Jupiter here. And the reason I said that about the Nine of Cups was I was talking about excess, because Jupiter can be associated with excess. Big planet, big, big time actions, over the top actions and behavior. The Wheel of Fortune, also connected to Jupiter. Now this could be like, you get an inheritance and you're on easy street. It can also be that you're just coming into a really good period for yourself. And everything is kind of working out for you. I would even extend it if this is a romantic relationship. Perhaps it has to do with a Sagittarian. Because even as the higher message, we get the Eight of Wands. Wands are connected to fire. Fire signs can be Sagittarians. In addition to Sagittarius, you're talking about Leo, you're talking about Aries. This is a card of fast-moving events. This can kind of come out of nowhere too. So after Jupiter goes direct, you might just start to see things just starting to go really fast. Kind of like there was this, this stalling, and then all of a sudden it's like everything coming at you. You might be back and forth with somebody a lot, maybe a potential partner. And the Death card might have signaled kind of a lull in the activity, and now everything is going gangbusters. What crosses you, the challenge, is the Moon card. This is your card, Pisces. And so with the shadow aspect of what Neptune and Pisces represent, we're talking about lying to yourself, choosing to only see what you want to see, partial truths. In any kind of situation, you're dealing with somebody and you're going really fast, maybe a new relationship, and everything feels like you're on this roll. But is it, is it really for you? Is it something that, are you being told the truth about that person? Remember that if somebody is kind of pushing you to do something very quickly, that might be suspect too. That they may be trying to get you to agree to do something because they want to, get you sewn up for them so that you become you become a piece of their property. And they may tell you only selected details of their life. And so everything may seem like it's just great, but there may be some stuff that is hidden that is not what it seems. This can also be timing issues, perhaps at the Sagittarius full moon. This could speak to some kind of ending of a job. And because the 10th house is your career, and full moon can indicate endings. And that may be why the Death card is the central card. What I would say, though, is look what cards are flanking that Death card. The Nine of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. So obviously, even if this were to take place, the universe is making the way for something better in your life. So it can be, too, that the Moon card illuminates something about a partner. Because sometimes with the full moon, secrets can come out, and it may feel very disillusioning, even if you are ready to move on in a lot of ways. So all of these cards, you know, we have to not get too hung up on the sequence, because the Death card can be like the theme, but it doesn't necessarily start on the first of the month by any means. What is coming in, or advice, is the Queen of Cups. I would say this is more of advice. This is kind of like quintessential Piscean energy. This is the double feminine energy, highly intuitive, psychic individual. And as I have said in another reading, a lot of water signs are very intuitive, but sometimes they may feel blocked because they have too much of an emotional investment in whatever the situation is that they're dealing with. And so the same psychic ability that water signs, especially Pisces, can have, can also lead to being deluded, self-deluded, because of wishful thinking, of wanting a certain outcome and choosing to put on those rose-colored glasses. This card, in its highest expression, is going to be a clear-headed, clairvoyant. That's what, you know, that's right. Clairvoyant. What does clair mean? Clair means clear. Clear seeing. That's all that clairvoyant means. So you have to see things clearly, but it will be kind of a psychic kind of a thing. And then that will allow you to determine what to do if you're kind of at a crossroads. Because with the Eight of Wands, you could be kind of, your head can be spinning. You might have some sudden developments and you really don't know what to do. And it's always best to like meditate and really settle down. You may be very excited because the Eight of Wands can be very energizing. It can be very like maybe manic type of energy. When you have felt a certain lull in your life and then all of a sudden you're like springing back to life. The outcome is the Five of Cups. This is about mourning a loss. This is, I'm sure this is related to whatever the death represents to you in the month of June. Perhaps it's a death of somebody that died months ago and that the estate is related to. Maybe you've kind of sublimated a lot of the grief because you were dealing with financial matters, and then all of a sudden it hits you. Oh yeah, this person is gone. And you have to kind of, what's that term that means like purify your emotions? I'm sure somebody will write that down below, but like kind of cry it out and really have a good purging session. And for other people, there may be some, if it's like a job that if you got laid off or something like that, it still may be this residual feeling of, I don't know, sorrow, mourning, whatever. But because you have the Nine of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands, this is really like you've got a lot of good stuff happening. So I don't think you're going to be crying in your kombucha very long. I think you're going to be moving on, because then I did pick an additional card and I got the Ace of Pentacles. New beginnings can be with new job offer, money coming to you. This could be an inheritance or any kind of lump sum of money. If you get divorced and you get like you settle out of court or whatever, or settle in court. But this could be a loan coming through if you were trying to start a business. Maybe you start your own business. A new relationship with somebody, maybe of the earth element, or if it is with a fire sign, it's a relationship that has legs. It has a firm foundation. So you're going to have something good. It's just that there's all this, maybe it's this kind of the culmination of stuff from the past coming up, and like, okay, now that's over with, and now you're moving on, walking through that portal after some sort of ending or death. So I like that. Okay, Pisces. Well, I hope you enjoyed this, and I wish you all the best in the month of June. Bye.